Today's episode is sponsored by Camo Vodka. To purchase your bottles, go to www.camovodka.com and use our 10% discount code LOYALTY10.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Grapevine Podcast. I'm Shell.
I'm Soph. We are here today, joined by two more guests. We are here in a new setting. Again, we are Haven Talk Studios. As you can see, beautiful decor and everything.
Settings.
Go and add them up on Instagram.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, go and add them up on Instagram. They're doing some deals at the moment. They've only been open for a month, so yeah, get your bookings in, guys. It's a beautiful place.
Please do. But yes, we're here with the Realist Debates.
Let's have it.
Well, two-thirds of the Realist Debates. Two-thirds of the Realist Debates. Yeah, but
got
no.
the Realist J who couldn't make it today.
The
We miss you, Jay.
We miss you.
Grapeviners, you will know that we have actually previously worked with the Realist Debates before.
Yes, we
A
have.
while ago.
Yeah.
So
Long time ago.
we appeared on the Realist Debates September 2020.
She said the date, you know.
Just it was way back
Joey's not feeling
then.
bad enough as it is.
Do you know what? I was actually scrolling through our YouTube videos, and I think it was episode 13.
Okay,
Yeah, so
that's a
quite
long
while
time
back.
ago.
Yeah.
It was September 2021 to be exact.
Wow.
And so that was actually our first collaboration.
It was
as
our first
Grapevine.
collaboration. That's why you lot are special. to
Special,
us.
man, for real.
That's why.
Always got a special place in our heart for Realist Debates.
Yeah.
But since then, because at the time it was just you and Jay.
Yeah.
So we sat down with you in your studio. We have since then invited them to Birmingham to do a Grapevine, but instead
Sophie's going in, you know.
Instead, no. Instead, there has, there's things have come up or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're here again. We're in London, but the main thing is that we're working together, and you've got a new co-host as well, Montana.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah,
Beautiful Montana.
So yeah, it's nice to finally meet you as well.
Yes, it is.
And I know I've probably said this about 12 times, but we will come up
I know. I know.
It has to
and
be
make
done.
it work.
Yes, we definitely have to have Jay here next time. Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
The full team.
Yes, the full squad. But yes, guys, man, it is nice having you here. And we just thought we'd start with a little bit of an icebreaker, because even though we kind of know yo,
Yeah.
we don't know yo.
Yeah. So you ain't getting away.
Don't get to know mine.
You ain't getting away.
Yeah. So we do a little icebreaker, and as you know, we are sponsored by Camo Vodka.
Oh yes.
Camo Vodka. We like to get our guests to do a little shot and answer.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
And it's your decision whether you want to answer or take a shot.
Yeah, it's nothing too heavy, but
Too heavy.
just a little bit of something to break the ice and all of that.
Sure.
Okay.
A bit nervous.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
What are you
Nothing
gonna
at all.
ask?
Your cake.
Oh,
I'm not good.
I just saw the tissue on the floor. I was like, oh my God, that makes the desk look messy. And I just
saving that.
dashed his cake on the floor.
Do you know what? Just in case the shot's got a bit. I
was like,
Oh my God,
It's
sorry.
cool, it's cool. Don't
Sorry.
worry, it's alright.
Take two.
I'll just look at it solemnly whilst we continue the podcast.
I'm sorry. But yeah.
right, so on with the icebreaker.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so shall we line up the drinks first? What would you like to try? Now we've got tropical there.
I'm trying the tropical.
We've got the original and the kiwi today.
So I think I've already poured.
Oh, you've already poured some
Yeah,
vanilla,
I've got
haven't
some
you?
tropical.
I've
Do
got
you mind
tropical.
passing me the tropical, please,
Tropical,
Montana?
yeah.
I think I'll have that.
It is quite nice.
We tried the kiwi one earlier. Now this is my actual, because I haven't been drinking.
Oh no.
No, I haven't been drinking this year. Like,
Is that a choice?
yeah, it was.
Nice.
So I haven't tried these flavors before.
Well,
Okay,
so
so new
I'm-
flavors. I like the kind of festival pouch. it
Yeah,
comes-
yeah, it comes in handy.
So it's the camouflage of life. So that if you look, they're all camouflages, different
right.
colours, different flavours.
So yeah,
Big up Dylan.
pick up dinner and Duffers.
Dylan.
on the Camel vodka. Everybody that's tried it so far has liked it.
Yeah.
We have got, if you want to purchase anything, we have got a discount code as well.
Nice.
And it's
Okay,
loyalty
we'll
10.
Yes,
So
loyalty
yeah,
10.
guys, loyalty 10 if you want to purchase anything.
Okay.
www.camelvodka.com.
Yes. So we're gonna do a shot and answer.
Yeah,
Right,
let's get
so
into it.
Shot or answer.
first one, nice and easy. We're talking music.
Okay.
Jay-Z or Nas?
That's a nice and easy one, guys.
So I haven't really listened to Nas or Jay-Z.
I knew she was
Really?
gonna. I knew she was gonna say that.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't pick them. You're not a hip
a
hop person.
song. No, I wouldn't say so. I wasn't brought up with hip hop, so
Okay.
I'm not like in with the know.
What was
Yeah,
she brought
yeah,
up on?
I was brought up. I don't know, like soul, jazz,
Yeah.
reggae, bit of like Britpop and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ronan Keating.
Okay, we all we can't lie. No, but seriously,
What?
a bit. I think
That's the
we've all had
Boyzone guy.
a yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We've all had a bit, yeah.
All right.
And I think I like it. But we've all had a bit of Ronan, Boyzone, One Zone.
Yeah, but we were still like on the hip hop and the all that.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
did.
feel
But
like-
then we had to go through smash hits era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Well,
you
I
see
bought
all of
smash
that.
hits all the time with my pocket money. 75 pence.
Yeah.
Wow.
From the corner shop used to come
That's
out
probably
every
about
single week.
$5.99 now.
Yeah, and I used to get it for the posters and the
Yeah,
lyrics
yeah.
because it
Yeah.
had all the song
Yeah,
words
yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And then I could put all my posters and whatever of oh gosh, now I'm showing the age now.
Yeah, you are. So I was 75p. What? What?
Yeah, 75p. Yeah, put on my posters because it was all the commercial guys that they
Yeah.
used to put the posters of them.
Yeah.
Like who was the one with the hair? What were they called? And they had like the plaits.
Oh no.
Who were they?
I don't
I
know.
used to love that group.
Who?
Come baby, baby, come. Remember them?
I want to give you loving. And
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
give you
I
some.
can't remember what they're called though.
Before your time.
I can't remember what they're
I know the
called.
song, but I don't know who
Yeah.
it is.
Plats.
Can't remember who- Yeah. Okay. But yeah, moving on.
Right, so you're gonna take your shot.
All right, sure. I just still don't know if it's Jay-Z or Nas, but
Shot.
do I have to do the whole thing?
I think you should.
I think that's how.
It's Easter. It's Easter. It's a shot. Go
To
get
the
it,
Lord and
girl.
Savior.
Are you a good girl? Don't you? You seem really like sensible.
I'm not.
Okay.
She just give her the eyebrow. She went sensible.
I'm not.
Joey?
Jay-Z or Nas?
Yeah.
I will go with Nas because lately I've been listening to Illmatic quite a lot. So I'm gonna sway to.
You've gone way back.
Nas.
Do I still have to do the shot or?
Nah, you
Oh,
don't.
It's fine.
You're fine.
I'm gonna bang
After
it.
losing your cake, you're cool.
Thank you.
It's just the role.
So if you just pause so I can look at it solidly. Okay, carry on.
Okay, next one. Android or iPhone?
Android, all fucking.
I'm gonna have
Okay.
to say so as well. I had iPhone for 5 years
Yeah.
and I hated it. Like
Yeah.
the
Really?
filing system and no,
Nah,
Android all the way.
Dead.
Yeah,
I'm
back
an
to
iPhone.
Android.
Same.
I'm an iPhone girl.
Shell's
an
I
iPhone
still ain't
person.
got off it.
Like since it came out.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
that's
you
me.
haven't come off it, have you?
The
was
last time I had a
iPhone,
Samsung, we used to slide up. You remember we used to do that?
but- No, I never had
That's old school
Samsung.
thing.
then.
That's an old Samsung.
But I swear they brought the slide one back though.
Is it?
Yeah, but that was a big version. Them ones were tiny.
iPhone's too fiddly.
Yeah.
I just find
Down
it
as
teeth. That's all for me.
Their teeth.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just expensive to keep up with everything.
I
You know what I
mean,
mean? But I feel like the latest Samsungs, because everyone banged on about, the quality of iPhone, this and that. The latest Samsungs have hit that
Yeah.
iPhone quality.
Camera is stupid.
Stupid. Telling you, they've hit it now. And
Yeah.
there's certain things that Android are trying to like copy now. Like this one doesn't take a memory card, whereas my other previous Samsung
Yeah,
did.
old
Same,
school things.
same.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that would just boost your memory like that.
That.
I
Yeah.
got a lot of memory cards I just had to throw away because of that.
yeah.
Which one is yours?
S22.
Same.
Oh my God, I feel alone.
But I'm going for the S23 Ultra.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the 24 comes.
How are you? Oh,
You know how these 2-year contracts.
yeah,
like,
that's
miss
true.
a update.
Miss one. You might be right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That went over my head as well. I'm like, what?
No, we're talking Android.
Okay.
He speaks my language. Right, last one, then we're going naughty.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I still have to have a drink?
You might need
pour
it if
one
you don't want to
ready.
answer.
Ready. All right. What am I going to try again? I'm going to try
The original.
the original.
It's just a
The
straight
original.
vodka. I have
not mad.
You know what? You can.
Let me try the kiwi one.
The kiwi
Yeah.
is nice.
Straight vodka, you know. My God.
But the flavors do come
There's
through.
lemonade there. If
Yeah, I was
going to
say if you want to mix
there,
it,
it's up to
then we've
you.
got mixers
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, because I'm not normally a vodka person.
There's
No.
It's
also-
normally brown.
But it's quite
Can I have what I
Yeah, thank you.
flavoury. So people seem
Yeah.
to like it a lot, even if they're not.
All right. Trying the kiwi. Okay. Ready.
Cool. Right, so we're going a bit dirty, bedroom talk. So are we going standard oral or are we going 69?
I'm a standard kind of girl, you know. It's a
Okay.
bit too much for
Yeah.
me.
So I think
Too
I feel
much for
with
you.
69, one of you, whoever it is, will lose concentration.
You know?
It's a sensation.
I just feel like my ass is in
And it's
the air.
normally
It's
me
like,
that loses concentration because it's
what if I
sensation.
fart?
That's what goes through your head.
That's what goes through my head. I'm like,
as
oh
women-
yeah,
as
wait a
what?
minute.
And he's like, you got work to do. You're talking about fart. You're thinking about farts.
So you're
What
just
if
there,
I-
just thinking.
Oh God, just
fart.
in
But
case.
This is what I'm saying. Like what you've just said with the concentration.
Yeah.
She's concentrating on not farting.
Yeah.
So she's not going to enjoy the experience fully. Do you know what I mean? And that's where it gets lost. And that's why I'll say standard oral over.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Because the concentration element.
Yeah, I can't. I couldn't even try and be sexy while I'm up there. It'd be like, what am I doing?
Hilarious.
So yeah, standard.
Standard oral.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, 69 is too.
It's too much
Bit
going
too
on.
intricate.
What are we doing?
much.
What are we doing?
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Maybe if it's side. No, still not.
Yeah, maybe you do need to find your position.
Yeah,
Montana,
I
maybe
think
that's what it
You
is.
definitely do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Standard girl. Easy breezy.
Hopefully, you guys have got to know Montana a little bit well. But that closes the shot and answer.
Yes, it does. But we can actually take the shot
Yeah.
and we can cheers to a fabulous Grapevine episode with our guests.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Reuniting
Cheers.
with Joey
Thank you.
and meeting
Cheers.
Montana.
Yes.
Right. That is nice.
Summertime
You like it?
fine.
Like it.
And you
And
can freeze it.
You're a dark person, but you like that. Which
like
one did
it.
you taste?
Vanilla.
The vanilla
That's
is
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so guys, you heard it on here. Camo is nice. All of our guests like it, to be fair. So Loyalty 10 is in all capital
Yeah, man.
letters.
Go get it.
Go and get it, yeah?
Hell yeah.
Go get it. So today we wanted to speak on connections versus attachment.
Okay.
In, friendships, relationships, in whatever you consider a place where you'd have a connection with somebody, and how you defer the difference between the two. Because I feel like it's really hard out here now, because everything at the moment is energy based. I think a lot of people are coming across people, and there's just different connections, but sometimes it can be hard to kind of like
Decipher.
yeah,
Like
which one's which,
one's
and which one's more suited to you, what you need at that particular point in life. Because I feel like it does really matter where you are
Yeah.
in life and what you're doing. It's so funny because we're so high and then we come down low and we get all serious.
Yeah, the transition was seamless.
69ing.
All I need is the lighting. The lighting just needs to drop now.
Come down low. Oh my
But what are you experiencing at the moment, just out there, outside, in life, in general? Are you attached to anyone? Are you single? Are you going through?
I'm seeing someone.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's an attachment or a connection. I think it's a bit of both.
Be careful now. He might be watching.
Oh, he would be, but I'm very open as well.
Better be watching. Better be watching our Montana.
But yeah, I think it is quite hard with dating life because you just start seeing someone and then you just keep seeing them. Do you know what I mean?
And you can just go. You can.
And then it just goes into something.
You fall into habit, don't you?
Yeah.
Of just seeing them and whatever day a week it is, and it's just like routine.
It quickly goes into that, and I think then you try and build a connection.
Yeah.
'Cause I think you can't just.
No.
I don't know. Like, you have to work on that. I think when it comes to relationships, right?
It's part of the getting to know you, isn't it? It's part of the getting to know you,
I think that's
building.
what dating is. You're trying to see whether you guys work, and then if not, then bye. Right?
Yeah. But then sometimes it's not so
Easy.
to say bye because you might have grown an attachment to the person, other than a connection. So if you were looking for a connection, you might have got an attachment, and because you're attached, you keep that person around longer than you need to.
Yeah.
Because you're used to them being around you and what they bring to the
true.
table, but you might not necessarily see them as a life partner.
Yeah.
And it can be quite
Tricky, get
difficult.
sticky.
Bit of sticky icky.
Yeah.
You agree, Joey, from a man's perspective? What we're
Yeah, do
saying?
you know what? One thing you said, Shell, about what was it? You can kind of be rolling through the motions, and then there might not be 100% be a connection there, but
Yeah.
you're attached.
Yes.
I have fallen victim to that many.
I know. I
Yeah.
think we all do.
This is it. It happens so easily. Really does.
Like,
You fall into habit.
What happened when you fell?
So, like, I'm with my partner now.
Yeah.
Like before, when I was dating, etc. You know, you'd be on like the dating apps. I don't even know what ones are out there now.
The ones that were there before, killing us all off.
They're still knocking strong,
still, yeah.
Okay, Tinder and the likes.
Yeah.
I would fall victim a lot to, you know, where you get used to talking to someone.
Yeah.
And then you, how can I explain it? You almost forget about the connection part you're supposed to build. You're just talking for talking's sake.
Yeah. Morning, hi, how are you? What's going on?
And then before you know it, like certain, you know, there's like certain dating milestones that should have been met.
Yeah.
Whatever they may be. And then you start reaching that point, like, wow, I've been talking to you for a month, for example.
A month.
What is going on? What is happening?
Yeah.
Do men think that though?
I think that.
Yeah.
I don't know about
What do you mean by what's happening?
just like nothing, you've not gotten anywhere.
That's what I mean.
Like,
but
you've just been- you've
it's
just been
surprising
talking
to
and
hear a
rolling
man
through
say
the
that
motions.
because we
It is
feel like that
surprising
all the time.
All the time as women,
And
do
we
think,
feel
where's
like
this going?
y'all don't want it to go nowhere. Hence the reason we're feeling like that. So it's funny to hear you say that you're feeling like that.
After a month?
Nah,
Not necessarily after a month.
After a month,
yeah,
but
just as an example.
Just in,
Yeah.
just in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're surprised to hear a man say that in general.
yeah,
Because I know after a month, it is, you may not have even linked up yet properly.
Okay.
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? It all depends on how quick people want it to move. But
but women are usually waiting for the man to let them know where they are going with it, and because they feel like it goes on for so long that they have to say something. So it's funny that's why I think it's funny that you said that.
No, I think, but I'm talking a period of time where I was dating with like intent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before then, it's just,
well,
it was just vibes.
Yeah.
To be honest, but like after I got to about 27, 28, I wanted to just date with more purpose and intent. So
that's nice to hear.
otherwise it gets to a point where I don't know. I suppose dating can just be jarring.
Yeah.
And when it started to get, because it was very fun
Yeah.
for a very long time, and then I don't know, just quite slowly it just became jarring.
Same thing.
Like certain things that you might be able to like put up with and tolerate just for the sake of dating fun. Just fucking do my head in, bro. Oh my gosh. So I just started dating with a bit more intent.
Yeah.
Not to say that I got it right all of the time. I really didn't. But there was more intent there and more end goal.
Yeah. That's good.
And that's how we should be dating, I think, with that end goal. And like you said, for you, it was you got to a certain age and then you started thinking that way.
Yeah.
So
But
just to put it into perspective
Yeah.
for the viewers, you can share your age. You're
31.
31 now, aren't you?
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought so.
31.
Am I?
I had to think about that.
Yeah, I was putting you at 31.
I'm telling you, you'll think harder the longer you go into the.
And Montana's 27. Right, so we're
Nah.
There. You know how old we are because you celebrated my birthday with me last year, summer.
Yeah, but then
He didn't remember his own age.
but then I took your age, I put it in a lovely box. And it said, it doesn't really matter.
So yeah, it's interesting to have this conversation and see the differences in the perspectives because you're a lot younger than we are as women. So it's a woman's perspective, but a different generation.
For
so
me,
it's interesting.
I think we build up this expectation thing. So when I date, I don't build any expectations because it's like sooner or later I'm gonna smell you out and you're gonna be a cunt. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's gonna people put up false pretenses.
Yeah.
But how long for?
Do you think that can create fake connections in them being that way, or can you actually sniff out?
But that's the thing.
dog?
You're gonna see eventually. So I think that after a month, I'm not thinking, what is this? What's it gonna be or whatever? We're gonna date, and sooner or later, you're gonna prove to me if you're an idiot or not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
It
could be
happens.
6 months, it could be 8 months, but I'm not thinking before. Cause I was brought up in like a very religious household.
Okay.
You think that the one person you're dating, I'm gonna marry them. Do you know what I mean? So it's like then
Your
you
mind
feel this
starts to do that
obligation
kind of
thing, like, oh my god, what's my last name gonna be? And do you know what? No.
That's the 27 versus our age. Because we ain't thinking like that.
You know
at
what I
all.
mean? So it's like that was how I was brought up, but now I've just realized like, well, it is what it is until it isn't. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and that's like even the guy I'm dating now. I've said that to him as well. It's like if this works out, it works out, and if it doesn't, we'll see.
So what's making it hard to defer if it's a connection or an attachment, or if it's a bit of both?
I think a lot of people just date for dating's sake, just to be with someone. And I think a lot of people don't really know who they are or what they want. They just put up with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Kind of true.
Like I just see people going out just for pictures. Like I know people that's like done things just because other friends are in relationships and then they've gone and it's like or like people
That
having
happens
kids first,
so
like, oh,
much.
I've got a kid first, you know what I mean?
It does, and everyone starts having babies.
Yeah, everyone is like,
Yeah.
and the baby chain goes on. It's like, but you don't even know yourself.
But you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn.
You don't learn today.
I mean, that does happen. You do see that in friendship groups.
Yeah.
Like it's like a race.
Or like one of them gets married and it's like, oh my
you
gosh.
Everybody else
serious?
Like
jumps on it.
and then the other ones are putting pressure on their
Yeah.
partner to get married and that kind of thing.
I've always got this fun question I ask people. I'm going to ask you guys for the fun of it, right, everyone? All right? It's going to be could you name, in your heads, could you name 5 people who's in a relationship, who's married, who's happy?
5 people in a marriage.
Marriage,
happy.
relationship,
Are we
situationship, couples.
Oh, situationship.
We're talking about couples.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
couples
5
in general.
people.
Can you count yourself?
Marriage, relationships, and just happy in general in some kind of situation. Yes, I can.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
nice.
can.
That's nice.
I can. But it's a mixture of happy in marriages, happy in relationships, and just happy in themselves.
I
If that
hear
makes
that.
sense.
More often than not, everyone goes,
I feel like I'm at.
no. Out of all the
I
people
can
we
name
know,
5, but
you
I
can't name 5.
No,
Not off the
I
top
can
of my
name
head, that's
5.
hitting me right now.
But it's not easy though. Like I'm thinking now, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Like this one, they look happy, but I know because I'm close to them.
Exactly,
I
you're
know.
like, come on,
do you get
sister,
what I
come on,
mean?
bro. Yeah, for sure. And that for
So
me,
I can, but the situationship's working for them because it's what they need at this moment,
Right.
Yeah.
and they're happy in that. Because
Right.
it's what they need right now. They don't need anything serious because they've come out of something serious
Exactly.
and they're
They see the
healing
little-
or whatever. But no, I can just about do it. Just about.
and I think,
And it's
how
a
much
mixture.
people
It's
do
not
we
even
know?
like 5 married couples,
exactly,
or 5 cohabiting partners.
I don't
exactly.
even
That's
think I know 5 married couples, to be honest.
No.
See
Are
what
we
I'm
talking
saying?
black here as well?
Because that
Ooh,
makes it even
I'm not
harder.
even-
That makes it harder, yeah.
It does.
Because
It
in the
makes it
black
even
community is
harder.
completely different.
Exactly.
I'm mixing it up in my
me
head.
too. I'm thinking,
I know.
and
no,
that
it's
for
tough,
me
but I
is
think I can do
in
5.
my head as a young person. I'm looking around, going,
I mean, I come across somebody yesterday, somebody I haven't seen for years, and not putting your business out there, but she just had a baby, and she looked happy. She looked happy. You're funny, and when we was talking, obviously catching up, and she was like, the child's father doesn't live with me. But I said, you know what? Different things work for different people.
Exactly.
And we're in a day and age where everything's
Exactly.
not the same. And if you have a good relationship and a good connection to the person, I feel like it is
of course.
you can do it that way. You can do it whatever suits you. But I feel like sometimes we try to conform to what's going on here and now.
We do,
And
we
try
don't need
do
to
what we think
conform
is
to
right.
traditional ways. I mean, we had this conversation when we were driving today, and we were saying that things change, and over time, like, people have stopped living together as much,
Putting
and
up
moving
with
in
stuff as well.
Yeah,
Think of the
moving
old
in together
generations,
as
like,
much.
you're putting up with that? Not round here. Do you know what I mean?
And
So I
people
think-
aren't getting married as much; they're just living together and cohabiting.
Exactly.
Because they found that connection. They're like, right, this is it. We're good.
Yeah, it's true, and it is that. And sometimes it doesn't require all of the extras, because that's what you feel like is going on around you, and that's what you should do. But people feel cool in just doing their own thing, and I think it's a good way. It's the
Or
new
even
way.
living separately
Yeah,
as well.
no, but they're living separately. I
you
think
live
it's normal.
separately.
You do your thing.
And we'll
I
see
do-
each other out. I'll stay over yours, you stay over mine. We have our own space so that we've got that space to just let go sometimes.
But I
and
feel
we don't.
like an old school connection was different from what we have now today.
real.
And their way of connecting and building was to move in and do all those types of things because that's what looks right on paper, that's what it feels right. And I think our generation now, we're just kind of like doing things like,
We're very much independent.
yeah, we are.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
our space is very important
Of
to
course.
us as individuals
Of
as
course.
well.
I think with women especially, like, we're not putting up with much. Like,
No.
what do you mean? I really don't need you. Do you know what I mean? I've got my own stuff. I've got my own life. You like, what else are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
What money? I've got a job. I've got a full-time job. Like, what?
Yeah, but I feel like if a woman chooses to be in a relationship, all of that needs to be put to one side, and you need to like do it as a partnership.
Put what on what side?
No, but you have to put
No,
it
but
to
you
one
can-
side.
on what side?
Yeah,
No.
put what to a side?
So as in like it can't be all that
Independent
I'm
woman
independent. I'm
syndrome,
independent. I'm
yeah.
independent. At some point, you need to be like, yeah, I'm independent, but I actually do
I
have
want to
you
be
here
a team
to
with
help.
But
somebody.
what is that team? I need to understand this stuff.
So the team is that you haven't always got to do everything on your own.
But we're coming from a place because we're older than you.
Yeah.
We've got
of course.
kids, and we're coming from a place of we know the struggle,
And it's natural.
and
just
it's
natural to
really
just
difficult
do
to be
it.
because we, single mums or whatever. We've had our long-term relationships with the kids' dads and whatever. And we've been there. We've had that team, this and that, and then obviously we've experienced being on our own with the children as well.
Yeah.
So we know what we're talking about when we say the team is great, fantastic if you've got a team player.
Yeah.
for sure.
And when that breaks down and then you've got the other side, like, I mean, you want to work towards getting that team again and building that with somebody else. And I feel like it is important because, like, why should you struggle on your own when you know you're working so hard? Because we're all working, right?
Yeah.
But you want to share that with somebody. You want to be able to say, right, my wage, your wage, let's do this. Let's go on nice holidays. Let's have a nice house. Let's do things together with the children or just with each other if you don't have children, and just make that life like a nice, comfortable, safe, happy place.
But I
So
feel
if-
like
Why can't you still be independent with that?
you can be
You can,
independent with
you
that.
can, but
Yeah,
your partner
but-
needs to
but
allow you
at some
to
point
be.
you have to turn a little bit of it off because you can't just walk around Miss Independent all day every day because you actually do have somebody that can help you in your independence. So it isn't necessarily, oh, I'm independent, I can do this, I can do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. And if you're not around, I can do it on my own. Like you need to take on board that the person is there, because I always say that being on my own, I had this situation where I was getting my kitchen done.
Oh God!
And
Oh,
it's just
Lord have
become the
mercy.
fucking shit of my life. I was having the kitchen done, and I feel like it was perceived by the person that was doing it that it was just cool to come in and charge me any amount of stupid money because there was no man in the household to kind of like give that energy or vibe, like, just
Don't take the piss
don't
out
take
of
the
this
mickey out of
house.
this person. So they just took the absolute piss.
You
And
got
in
onto
that,
him, right?
Huh?
You got onto him, right?
yeah, I did in the end, and I was just like, fuck this, and
Yeah.
being taken for a fool. But I was in that moment, I was outside doing something, and my neighbour came over to me and she was like, oh, we want to cut down this bush. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she's like, yeah, my husband, he wants to put a new drive in and da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, so what kind of drive are you having? Are you doing this? She's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. He's done it all it's him and it's him and it's him. She couldn't tell me nothing about what she's having done. What are you going to put up instead of the fence, instead of the hedge? She couldn't tell me. And I was like, you lucky bitch.
He's just taking
I'm
care
over
of
here
all
on
of
this
that.
side, Miss Independent, right? Trying to do things in my independence. I'm getting the piss taken out of me. And you got the man doing anything. You ain't even sat down with him and picked out one piece of your
You
drive.
don't even know what your front of your yard is going to look like because the man's taking care of it. And that's what we're saying. Like, it is different when you get to a certain point and you know, you've got somebody.
I think I'm a bit tired of being Miss Independent.
Yeah, sometimes
you know what I mean?
just want to be that person. You can work with somebody and travel through life with somebody
and have the
and
decisions
navigate
made
those.
with someone rather than being, I have to do this. And oh my God, if I went, because I know doing that whole situation, I was literally stressing. Oh, I picked the wrong person. Did I make the right decision? Then I was calling my friends. I was like, did I do this? Should I do this? Nah, nah. And I was just fed up of like making every single decision on my own. And it's my situation. It's cool. But in that moment, I was like, you're lucky. You've just not had to make one decision in that whole situation. You didn't even try to make a decision. I'm making 110 over here. I'm not enjoying this independence. I would get up and work all day and every day. But that word, it was just like, what does it mean to me?
Yeah.
I hear you.
And it is. It's when you hit a difficult point and you think, this is actually the point where I could do with having
basically
a team player with me to ride through this with me and navigate through and make a decision. Like, you don't always want to do that on your own, do you? Like, you're in a sturdy, solid relationship, Joey, and you're about to become a father. Congratulations!
Thank you.
So all of that, this is all going to come.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And because you've like been living together and that kind of thing, do you feel like from your perspective that like you're going through that as a team and it's all feeling like it needs to be?
Yeah, no, definitely. I would see us as like a team, but like two individuals.
And that's what you want to be. You don't want to lose your individuality.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think we're really good at like compromising and stuff like that. And I went to a book club the other week and it was talking about relationships, and it was talking about there's like 3 different ways or 3 different moods that you sit in. And one is like the nice mood where everything's nice, it's all humor, kiki, hugs, kisses, things like that. Then there's the nasty, where there can be like contempt, things like that. But then there's the neutral, and it's a space that gets overlooked a lot because it sounds boring and things like that. But that's where like a lot of especially as a team, that's where like a lot of the magic can happen. And I think that's definitely something that we have. But a question I wanted to kind of throw out to you guys is, do you feel like from like the pool of guys that are out there, there are a lot of team players in that pool?
I think they're out there, but few and far between.
And it's finding them.
And identifying
who's who.
And just trying to build up any type of connection, because I feel like it's hard, because you, in our space as mothers, that guy could be a team player, but then he might not want to be a team player with you. He might be looking for a specific type of woman that doesn't have so much team that comes along with her. If you get what I mean.
Little football team.
Yeah, exactly. So it just depends on your situation, but I do think it is hard to find a team, but you can find a man. You just want a man.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for somebody who's really going to work with you and see your problems and half them and come in and be that person, because I think a lot of men can operate in their own space now, and they're quite independent themselves. Like they're getting properties, they're living in their own space, they're doing things on their own level, and I think it would be rather hard for them to even be with a woman and look at her household and be like, well, yeah, that's her problem to a certain degree, if you get what I mean, because I've got my own over here, she's got her over there. So how do you connect that?
Come together.
It can be really hard. So yeah, I think there are men out there that are team players, but it's just trying to find the one that suits your team.
Yeah.
In a way.
Because we've got children, like, it's somebody who has to be that family orientated person to kind of like come in and be a team with us, like Michelle said, but not only with us, but accept the fact that we've got children as well, and all of that kind
There's
of
people
stuff.
that can come across that way though, and this is what we were talking about, like the connections and attachments. Like, there's people that can come across and you build that attachment with them because they seem cool and you can spend time around them and everything feels all fine and their energy's cool and
then something happens.
Yeah.
and then you see how they really work. You're an idiot.
And then you realise it was just an attachment and not a connection.
Exactly.
Yeah, they always say like.
Do you know why? Sorry to.
It's all right.
Go on,
I was gonna say, you always see a person like when something goes wrong in their life. I say like if they lose their job or something goes wrong, you call up the man. Wait a minute, because I've had. I'm not saying I've had a tough life, but I've had situations where you've got to put your best foot forward. And you've got to get on with it. You can't just sit down and cry about it.
No.
Sometimes you. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean?
Brother, get out the corner.
Do you know what I mean? Get up.
But do you think seeing somebody like that can affect what kind of like you've grown
Say again?
attachment wise? So if you've got yourself attached or connected to somebody, if you see them like that and the behavior like that,
Yeah, I automatically know
Make
then
you-
it's like, oh, okay, you're not good in these situations, but in my head, when I say like the independence or the individuality or whatever, it's like, if that's what we're going forward towards working together, you're clearly showing me that you can't. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not here to mother you or nurture you to say, come on. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Not
get
at your
that.
big age, but not I expect. I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
A person should be able to get up and pick themselves up to a certain degree.
Like you show
Yeah.
who you are in those situations.
Yeah.
And in those situations you see, okay, all right.
So do you know, like the reason why people get tripped up on this, am I attached to you?
Yeah.
Is it a connection? Is because a lot of people sleepwalk into relationships.
Yeah.
Oh,
They do
so right.
no stress testing.
You know?
The actual person.
Don't make me laugh.
So
What's a stress testing your?
So I think like one of the minimum things that you need to do is you need to like see that person in like a different environment. For example, can you go on holiday together?
Right?
Yes.
How the time you spend with them.
The time you spend together in isolation, like, and I'm talking about from waking up in the morning
Exactly.
to getting to the airport.
There's a lot in
and
that,
all of
isn't
that.
there?
Things like that
A
can
man
tell you a
said that
lot
to
about
me.
a
Yeah,
person.
a man
it's
said that
true.
to me because
But
I was
it's
like,
true.
"Oh, you don't know someone until you live with them or have kids with them," and he was like, "Until you go on holiday with
Yeah.
them."
Yeah.
And when I had that conversation, I was like, "Yeah, you're
But that
right."
can that can happen in friendships though. You can go on holiday
exactly.
and you come back like, I'm
Literally.
never
At the airport.
ever.
Thank
or
fuck.
just a weekend away. Yeah,
Because you've got to make decisions as a collective. But some people just ain't out here for that.
yeah. For sure.
So that is true. People can sleepwalk into relationships without testing it.
And a lot of the time, something that you were saying before, I can't remember where it was exactly, but it got me thinking about like a lot of people don't. How many times have you seen someone, they've come out of one relationship,
Go straight into
you
another
blink,
one.
they're in the next one.
Don't know how to by
Yes.
themselves.
And you're like, huh?
Yeah, don't know how to
Don't
by
want to take
themselves.
time to just
Just
process.
circle, but
process
yeah.
what just happened. Like
For
they just
sure.
boing, 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 they just bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's so that
'Cause
that
they
shows
can't
me
sit with
that's an
themselves.
attachment.
Exactly.
That's not
Exactly.
connection.
Not used to being by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for sure. I was gonna say also I say like what you talk about together as well. Like if it's just sex, then it's just sex and you know that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You should be able to talk about absolutely
That's a link.
everything. And also like it's quite hard as well when you're starting a new relationship because you're like sometimes like, when do I talk about my depression? You know what I mean? Because you'll be having a rough day. You don't want to tell them, well, I can't get out of bed today. You know what I mean?
And you'll take that.
I didn't go in.
I don't know what's going on.
It's true.
It's true. Like you think about even the guy I'm dating now. He was like, Lauren, I know that like you're a real one because like when you're on your period, you can't do nothing. So what are you gonna do? We're just chilling, watching movies, having conversations, and just being humans. You know. So it's understanding that type of stuff, like what you do with them, how long you spend with each other, and the time, the quality spent. Do you know what I mean? Like enough fineries that go in nice dinners and stuff, but that's it. Do you know what I mean? Some people are just pictures.
You're not building nothing from that, to
building
be honest.
anything.
You're not building anything from that.
Exactly.
I mean, there's something in between it that's lost because there's people that are together and they're not connected or attached.
Don't know nothing
They're
about
just-
each other, know nothing.
Floating.
Yeah.
You know, just yeah, that one there.
That purgatory relationship.
You know,
And I feel like we see a lot of that on social media, and people look at that and they think picture perfect.
Oh my God.
They think picture perfect, and it's just like it's just fake.
Unless you know that couple, like
Exactly.
personally,
Don't look at nothing.
don't study
look at
anything
nothing.
and think, oh my God, I need to be that. Don't do it.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Just focus
For
on
real.
what you have going on
Exactly.
in your relationship. What's the point of watching what people are doing?
Exactly, and especially
Insta and all
when it's
that.
all around you, like Insta, movies, TV, everything. They do this Hollywoodized beauty. What's the word? Beautyirized? I can't remember. Like this fantastic thing that a relationship is. Nah, it's down and dirty, man. You know, like
Yeah,
it's not all just good times and happy party, drink up. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
of
And sometimes you're gonna catch me crying.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And what you do to help nurture me or provide for me emotionally, this type of stuff. That's what I look
reality,
at.
isn't
Reality.
it? Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
And if you've got a real connection with somebody, reality shouldn't scare them away.
Exactly.
Is what I say. Guys, no, interesting discussion.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. We need to do a little music section, don't
Yes, we do.
We always like to end with the music section. As Joey knows this, we like to add a little bit of music into our podcast
Yes,
towards
we
the
do.
end. And we try and link it up with whatever we're talking about. So
Have you got a song
Oh.
that kind of?
Oh, I've got to punch it in.
Yeah, you've got to punch it in.
yeah, so
there.
this will go
Punch
into our
it in.
playlist, our Grapevine playlist. Any guests that come on.
I'm going to be part of the playlist.
Oh yeah, of
part of the
course.
playlist.
Any guests that come on, we always say, look, put your tunes into the playlist.
Yep.
This is special.
And
Yes,
it's actually
it is.
accessible by our viewers as well.
Nice, nice.
So you can go onto our Instagram at grapevine.podcast
And go to
go to the link tree and you'll be able to see the Grapevine playlist so you can listen to it.
So this is Joey's. Do you want to explain a bit of this one as to why?
Yeah, so I don't know if this is controversial because it's Kanye West.
It's
Yeah,
okay, but I
it's,
still love Kanye.
But
West
it's not Ye, it's Kanye.
Kanye. Yeah.
Old school.
So
Big difference.
this is a difference because I like Kanye. I'm not
Yeah,
Ye. Yeah. I hear ya.
Yeah, so this song is from his second album, I think, Late Registration.
Love
so
it.
Kanye West Roses.
Yeah, man.
So that album came out around the time that my aunt died.
Okay.
And one of the songs, Roses, is where he's talking about his grandma who was in hospital. So yeah, I just got very attached to that song. 'cause
Okay.
Nice.
You know, sometimes things happen in your life,
Yeah.
and it almost feels like
You're
a
talking
song
to
just
Yeah.
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
right.
It's
He's
like,
talking
whoa.
directly
Yeah.
for you.
It's like
Yeah.
someone gave it to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one definitely.
Okay. I think I remember this one actually. I like that album.
These flowers, the doctor don't want to pull it together. He's strong. That's why I get my confidence from. Asked the nurse, did you do the research? She asked me, can you sign some
T-shirts.
This is the best album this is.
I love this Kanye album.
You don't
See that we hurt, but still.
Love it.
Thank you for that, Joey.
Nice.
Nice.
Montana.
Gosh. I'm very eclectic, so
Yeah,
here we go.
figured that.
Is it going to be Ronan Keaton?
Eclectic, you know.
I don't know.
I think
this
I
song-
like it.
Hey, baby.
I don't even know what you're singing.
Shut up.
No, I know what she's singing to.
My
but I'm not gonna
favourite one
join
is
in.
"You Say It Best
When you
Say Nothing at All." He's got
You
a
must know that
nagging
one.
woman at home.
No, I think that one rings a bell. The
Silence.
rest, oh my.
I don't know. This song, it's by a band called Little Dragon. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What
But this-
genre of music is this?
You'll see, but the
Okay.
song's called "Hold On,"
Okay.
and then I don't know if you could really hear what she's saying, but she's basically saying like, "Hold on, where you going?"
Okay.
Like baby stay, like everything's gonna be okay.
Okay,
like,
so it's
just-
positive.
Yeah, it's
and-
very positive. So I was going through a rough time, and I listened to this song every single day, and I was just like, hold on, where are you going?
Hilarious. I can't even laugh.
I know, but it's true. Every single day. It's like an upbeat.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah.
This is
Neither
nice.
was I.
Yeah.
Who's it by?
Little
Dragon.
nice voice.
Yeah, I've
very
never heard of
distinctive
them.
voice.
She's like, she's quite. I don't want to say. She like looks East Asian. The band is
Yeah, I
very.
can see.
But yeah,
she looked like Bjork. Remember Bjork?
yeah. Funky. She's funky. She's a funky
My
lady.
days. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Thank you
80s
for that.
babies, we are just terrible.
Don't.
Oh,
No, thank you for
guys.
that. No, that was
Nice
lovely.
selection. Different selection.
Yeah.
So when they go through the Grapevine playlist and go, oh, what is
That'll be like that's Montana's.
Montana? Montana right there.
Put a bit of
But
rock in
even
there.
some of these tunes we can play on the radio because in case you didn't know Grapeviners, well, if you're a Grapeviner, you'll know.
Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, 6 till 8, Hot92.net.
Live and direct.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You sound like Soph.
We taught the things.
All right.
And then we play some tunes. But no, we have fun. So try and tune in if you can. I know you have back in the day when we first started and we were rough around the edges, but we got it on lock now.
Every Tuesday.
We got a calling line as well now.
Yeah.
People
I
can
need to
call
start
in.
calling.
I'm
in.
gonna call.
I'm just gonna start just
Littlest
spamming.
Please do.
But you can WhatsApp. I'll send you the number afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You can WhatsApp as well
Nice,
if you don't
nice,
want to
nice.
talk.
Well, before we go, Montana, I'm going to select you to give them a little bit of a words of wisdom.
Yeah.
A little bit of guidance.
Quote of the
on their
week,
way.
we always
Quote
do.
of the week. Quote of the week.
For sure.
Some words of wisdom. Something
Words
that
of
gets you through the day.
No matter how hard it gets,
Yep.
you gotta stick at it and go through, and always talk up, always talk to the ones closest to you because you don't even know what they're going through as well. You don't know it all, and you're never gonna know it all. And a rough one my dad always taught me was, if you think it's bad, it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
And
Serious.
you know what?
It's
He's
a real
right.
one.
Serious.
Right.
From young, if you think it's bad, it's gonna get worse, but it's how you
hear
keep
that.
going. Right. Yeah, man.
Thank you for that. That was
Thank
lovely.
Yeah.
Give them your socials, guys. Give them your socials.
Lemon_drizzle365.
Lemon drizzle, you know. Lemon drizzle.
Did you make cake?
And nice.
No, I don't. I hate it. I actually hate it.
Do you know all this time I thought you was
No.
a little bit side bit of bacon?
No. I hate lemon, but my nickname
Huh?
is Lemon from. I don't know if you guys know Adventure Time.
Yes.
Lemon grab.
That,
Oh my
Adventure
The lemon
time,
man.
you
bro,
know.
that party was
Jeez.
lit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Now you're showing your age.
So yeah, nickname's Lemon. So yeah, Lemon
Okay.
_drizzle.
We'll add her, guys.
Okay. Lemon drizzle. Joey _NW91.
right.
And the podcast socials is for IG at the Realist Debates Podcast.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Go check out Realist Debates.
Yes,
Yes,
and then you'll be
man.
able to see
They're
the
real
third,
ones.
the third member as well, Jay. Jay, we wish you were here.
We miss you. We miss you.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Like, subscribe.
And yeah, definitely
And
like
comment.
and subscribe. Comment on
Alright.
anything that you've seen in here that you want to share your perspective on, guys.
Definitely.
Thank you for joining us.
Take
and
care.
we're out.
Bye.